Hey guys, WhatiFRacing here, and welcome back to NASCAR Game 2013 Career Mode for Part 19. We are officially halfway through the season, or going to be beginning our second half. So, yeah, after Daytona, I mean, it went pretty well. We got top 10, and things went pretty well. We actually got the point lead, or at least definitively have the point lead, 31 points over Edwards. That might go away after New Hampshire, but it's hard to say. Upgrades, we're basically one race away from getting the next engine upgrade, which would be very advantageous to our adventure in becoming just the best rookie of all time. So, yeah, 11,000, so we'll definitely get after New Hampshire, no matter really where we finish, which would be good, because we'll be going to Pocono, and then we can just really field even more, and potentially have bonus race time, so that'll be interesting. But first, we gotta get through New Hampshire, and hopefully get a top 10 finish, though our goal of that might may not happen. I don't know, but there's really not a whole lot else to look at or dive into. That was really the only interesting part, was the upgrades. So I guess we'll jump into it. So before we do, as always, big shout out my tier 2 Patreon people, as well as my YouTube members who support on the channel. Perks to get early access videos before they come out to the public, usually 12 to 24 hours in advance. I bang my finger off my desk. Ow. So yeah, that's it. So without further ado, we'll go into practice, qualifying, and all the jib jabs, and show the race settings and all that stuff. So here's our race settings. It's going to be 60 laps, 20% race length, 2 times tire wear and fuel. From what I did in practice, that's a good amount, so we'll have to pit once. Same with the AI, so this needs to be a good setting. So we'll keep it at that, accept the changes, and we'll go into qualifying, because I don't need any practice. Ray? Okay, he stopped talking. So we're going to go into qualifying, see where we start, and just hope it's not last. Anything better than Daytona, because my standards out of Daytona are pretty low. Okay, we're going to start 25th. Not bad. That's way better than I originally expected, so take it. Fine with that. We're on inside line, so I don't know if that's great or not. But I guess we'll take a look at the rest of the results. I'm imagining Kurt Summer in like 20th to 24th, because that's just where he always runs and disappoints me every single week. No, he's not. Okay, shocking. No, he's 12th. Wow, good for him. Biffle's on Bull, Kyle Busch 2nd, Edwards is 10th, so alright, pretty normal looking top 10. Alright, well, we'll get into the race and see if we can surprise ourselves with how good we can potentially run here, maybe.
Hi everyone, Mike Joy and Darrell Waltrip welcoming you to Loudon, New Hampshire for the Lennox Industrial Tools 301.
Mike, this is a 1 mile racetrack. It's got a very narrow groove. It's hard to pass. You know how you pass here, Mike? A little bump and run.
When Bob Bear bought this place, it was a sleepy little mile .6 road course, an 1/8 mile oval and drag strip. And he's turned it into a super speedway that all New England is proud of, and over 90,000 come every race to pack this place and watch NASCAR's best. Who will be best on the Magic Mile today?
Alrighty, well, here we go. We're right next to the peanut patch car. I just oh, that's funny. Alright, first plan is we're gonna have to try to find our way to the outside line, because that is really the lane we really want to be in. So we're gonna take it easy here in turn 1. Don't want to be on that transition, because the car doesn't like it. And I went on anyways, because I'm just a rebel. Still not to the outside line though. Gotta back off a little bit. There we go, to the outside line. Beautiful. Alright, so this is the lane I want to be in, which is good. Jesus Christ, Newman, that's 4 wide. Lap 1, turn 3. That is... Ooh, that's a lot of room. Burton checked up there all at the same time. Alright, dodged all that. I really, really want this field to thin out, because I don't trust myself. I don't trust the cars around me. Trevor Bain thought better of trying to block me. I appreciate that. I'm like half throttle trying to not hit him, and I still hit Stenhouse. Yeah, they're just crazy. Really, I just don't hit the wall. Alright. Really want this to thin out. I think the car might not be that bad. It might have something. Just need this to go green. So that's the plan right now. I hit Harvick there. I was scared, because sometimes if you tap them just slightly, they'll just turn to the right. Mark Martin checked up there. I don't know why, but we'll duck and weave, get back up to the high lane. We're up to 19th. I'm sorry, Stenhouse. I'm just gonna get back in line here in the second groove. It's okay. I hit Ambrose, but we're fine. Montoya, give me some room. Thank you. Whew. Alright. Just scary. Very stressful. We're getting up there. They usually check up off the corners. That's really our biggest plan of attack. Oh, scrape the wall. Not ideal, but we're okay. P16. God damn it, Kane. Don't stop. Just middle of the straightaway. Just check. Just slam the brakes. And we're back to side by side with Peanut Patch Guy. Stenhouse, don't. I hate that. I don't know why they just chop you off so much. Luckily, it didn't result in a wreck or anything weirder than that, but it could have. It looks like once we get by Gordon, it's going to be a lot of clean sailing, so want to get through all this, and it looks like we're about to, so yeah, it does seem like the car definitely has a lot of pace. We're moving up through the field slowly but surely. Gordon just gave me the bottom lane there, which I appreciate. Now we're in the bottom of 3 wide. Now we're just by ourselves, so okay. Alright, we got a little bit of breathing room for a change.
One inside.
Nice run off turn 2. We'll get by Gordon. Beautiful P13. Kane's gonna be on the bottom, so we'll just stay up high. Alright, we're making gains. This is good. Things are working out as I prophesized. And we'll get by Kane. That's P12. Jimmy, you either pick the top or the bottom. You don't just swerve. We might be able to get the spot. I'm not really sure. Doesn't seem like this middle lane works as good. Maybe it does. I don't know. Brad lost a lot of time, so we'll just kind of sweep up to the high side. Just kind of wait here in the corner. And just kind of wait to get a run. Brad, give me some fucking room. Thank you. That's a little drifty do on my part, but we're fine. Another glorious run off turn 2. Jimmy checks up. Now we're in the top 10. I don't know if we have a race-winning car. I don't know if we can gain all that amount of spots in time. It might take the whole rest of the race to get to that point, but I think now it's just going to be very slow and methodical in terms of gaining positions. I would have to assume. Now is our fastest lap of the race. Good for me. Well, we passed Matt Kenseth quite a while ago. Now we're just trying to get to Edwards. My oil temps are freaking out. So, not totally surprised by that. We'll probably go down pit road around lap 30 and lower it a little bit just so it doesn't blow up. But, yeah, we're just kind of chilling. The car is a little bit loose. A little bit too loose for my liking. I can't really rip off the corners as good as I want, so I'm checking up a bit, and it's kind of hurting my exit. But we're just really just chilling. I don't know if Kent, he might be able to get by me. Maybe. But again, he checks up off the corner. That gives us a lot of time. Edwards does the same, but I think finally we're just going to be stuck in 9th for a while. So it's going to be very uneventful for me, but you're not going to be able to witness any of that because with the power of editing, I can just cut all that boring shit out. Hello, good run off turn 2. All right, I didn't think I'll be back to talking this soon, but we'll do a bit of a send there in turn 3. Really just kind of park it on the bottom here. Have to bit of that transition help me turn a little bit. Still wasn't enough to even clear him. Kenseth is still pretty quick. He's still kind of right there behind me. And okay, Edwards gave me room. I don't know if we're going to be able to clear him here. Depends on how much he checks up off this corner. And he doesn't. So, okay. Never mind.
Looking really good right here. Car inside.
Monumental check up there by Edwards. I don't know how I made any of that work, but it's P8. And I don't know if we can get much further than that. I thought 8th or 9th place was all we're going to get, but I proved myself wrong. They're checking up more off the corner than I was expecting. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how much more we can keep gaining up to the field. I feel like I can hear the engine ticking. Which would make sense because the temps are definitely overheating, but I definitely feel like I've lost a little bit of straightaway speed. So, 5 more laps and I'm going to be pitting. Even then, I feel like I don't know, maybe I'll pit even sooner because we're technically at our pit window now, I think. Maybe not, I don't know. But we're just kind of chilling here in 8th. I've lost ground to Hamlin. I was right around like 2 or 3 tenths back at Hamlin. Now it's kind of going back more, so I think that engine is starting to hurt. Looks like some people in the back are pitting, which is probably a smart strat on their end just to undercut the field. We'll be pitting next time by, so we're pretty much splitting this race right in half. Definitely repairing the damage, lowering the grill tape, and I think then we'll be alright. I think a top 5 is possible. I mean, we're pretty close to Hamlin and them on just a damaged engine, and the oil temp's way too high, so I think once those two things are fixed, I think we can easily get top 5 at that rate. Yeah, I could definitely hear that ticking. It's more louder now. Yeah, we're pitting. 45, I think. Yep, 45. So, put tires. Car performance 89, so yeah, it definitely was hurting. That's not my imagination. Put that grill tape to 35, and that's it. The other good thing, too, with us pitting so early is we should get a good undercut on the rest of the field. The only problem is they're going to get newer tires to me, so I don't know. We'll see how this plays out. But yeah, we just have to have this go green the whole way, and I think our strat will work out pretty good because we're a lap down now. So I was going to take my time, pass all these guys up on the high side, and just have this try to go as smooth sailing as possible. Kyle Busch is going down pure, which is good for us. Because when I was practicing, there was one guy that stayed out till about lap 59, so it's good to see him pit early. Kenseth inherits the lead. But yeah, we should cycle back out to around 8th, I would assume. That's oh, no, 7th. Alright, we did. Okay, 6th. We did gain some spots, so that undercut did work. We have a pretty good gap to everyone behind me, so we should be okay. Got more cars on pit road. I don't know if they're for position. I guess they are because now we're P4. And Kyle Busch did get out of pit road, so he's about 2.5 seconds in front of me. But the only problem started to arise now is tire wear, because people that are behind Hamlin, I think, just recently pissed, or they are on fresher tires. So I guess we'll see if they're able to run me down or not. Hard to say. But with Kenseth staying out this long, he's probably gonna lose the lead when this all cycles through. So I think really the only person we have to really worry about is Kyle Busch and whoever's in second, which I don't know who that is, but essentially the leaders are right in front of me, so we did definitely cut into their gap. Okay, so that's Dale Jr. So it's Dale Jr. and Kyle Busch that are up there. And we're definitely closing in, but Hamlin's closing in on me, so I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. It seems like Kyle and Dale Jr. are having a really hard time getting around Kenseth, so I don't know if that's why they're slowing up. I don't know what's going on, but they should not be having that much trouble getting around Kenseth when he's on 42-lap older tires, or I don't know, it's weird. But yeah, we're up to virtual P2. Now we just have to worry about Kenseth, or no, Kyle Busch. Kenseth, I would assume, has to pit unless he is one of those weird AI drivers that just never have to pit, which would be kind of bullshit for him to win that race under that technicality. But right now we're kind of just racing Kyle Busch because he is kind of for the lead when this all cycles through. And we're catching him. I can't believe that because we were like, what, 7 or 8 lap older tires than most of the people in the field. I really thought that would be a big disadvantage. I thought Hamlin was going to start to close in on me, but his gap to me has kind of fallen off to the wayside. And now we're just right there with Kyle Busch, and as long as we get a decent off turn 2, we should get the lead. I just kind of have to nail this corner, do a little bit of diming in the corner. I go up the track and then kind of cut down low. It really seems to help with our exits, even more than before. Oh, okay, that worked. I didn't know if Kyle Busch was going to give me the lane or not, but he did. And now we're just going to unlap ourselves the good old-fashioned American way. Botch the corner. Couldn't even say that right. Kenseth tried to lap me back, but nope. We're back on lead lap. And now we have to just kind of wait for Kenseth to pit, whenever that may be. But this win should be all but ours right now. When is Kenseth going to pit? If I lose the race in this circumstance, I'm going to be a little upset. A little bit upset, because that's a real bullshit way to lose one of them. I could barely even, I don't know what's wrong with me. I can barely talk. Oh, there we go. Kenseth is pitting. Thank God. He stayed out for way too long. Considering this is ×2 fuel, like, I don't even understand how he even made it that far. 57 laps. The most you can even go is like 40 laps roughly, so I don't know where he gained another 17 laps, but luckily he pitted. So we'll cycle out into lead. Kenta just wanted to be a tryhard and lead as much laps as he could to get those bonus points because he's a bitch. I don't know other way to interpret it, but finally, pit cycle's going to end. It's going to cycle through, and we are now the leader. Hooray. White flag's out. There's one thing to say about this race is kind of surprised we were just that fast. Maybe the pit cycle helped out a little bit too, but still, we had to straight up run them down on worse tires. I mean, if we're going to be good at a track like this that's usually pretty damn tough, then, oh god, the rest of the season, we might just sweep out the rest of the schedule. I'll take it. We'll win in New Hampshire. Yeah! Fall tracks. I never imagined it to be here. I expected a good run, but not a win. Alright, well that's... Oh god, this is sad for the rest of the season.
Man, no wonder those sponsors love us.
Boy, that guy didn't have a whole lot to say about our celebration. But we'll do our Alan Kwiecki tribute lap, and then we'll look at the race results. Well, I don't know what to say. I mean, if we're, like I said, if we're good at a track like this, then every race the rest of the schedule, maybe except for Phoenix, probably be a dub. So this is horrifying. I'm so sorry, viewers. This is just gross. We can upgrade the car now. I think we're only like gonna be what, like one upgrade away to maxing everything out. Race 20 in the season, like 19. Career mode should not be like this. This is just all levels are wrong. But hey, Kenta got second. His weird pit strategy worked. Kurt got sixth. Yes. Oh my god, Kurt with a comeback. He might legitimately point his way into the top 10. Good for him. Carl Edwards not in the top 10. 11th, actually. David Reagan, 14th. Jeff Gordon, 16th. But, yeah, big shout to Kurt with a 6th place. I think he qualified like 16th or 15th. So that's amazing. Where he ended up finishing. Kane again with a good run. He needs that after being 20th in points. We didn't really lap much cars. So there's really not much to look at there. But Newman plunders. Joey Logano's back at 29th. Yikes. So, yeah, not many cars lapped down, only up to 35 on lead lap. Boy, I don't even know what to say. Very good competitive race, but we might damn near just sweep out the rest of the season at this point. Oh, well, as soon as I jump right into race replay, we got this. What is this? That's the thumbnail. There you go. I don't even know, like... Oh, wait, let me remove my face cam. There we go. Now we got a good thumbnail. What is that? Why do we have missing tires? What? This game is just so strange. I don't know. I'll take it, though. That makes my job a lot easier finding a thumbnail if the game's just going to do something weird like that. Here's our point standings. That was our 10th win of the season. The most that have a win after me is 2 with Hamlin. That was right at the early part of the season. And Joey Logano, who got 1 win on a really Mickey technicality. But hey, Kurt's 12th in points straight up, and he's only 37 points back of Biffle. So that's still a pretty big gap, but... Well, I still don't think he's going to make it unless he wins, but... I'm going to probably win the rest of the season, so... Kurt's probably screwed, unless Biffle chokes galactically. So 2 in on the 2 wins that are in on wild cards, Newman and Logano. So, Kurt's going to have to be ahead of Newman, which he currently is. So I guess Kurt could technically get it in on the wild card just based on how much higher it was in points. So it's possible. Most of his top 9 really didn't change. Jimmy lost the spot. Cobb moves up to 2nd, so good for him. And new sponsor offers. Ooh.
We now have new sponsors.
So what's our lowest one? Our lowest one is technically Wheaties with 24,000. It looks like. So we'll replace those and get DirecTV. So now we'll have something different there on the name rail, the A post, whatever that is. So yeah, that's good. And with that, we can upgrade the car. So we can go to engine, get level 4 for $1 million. We only have 500,000 credits left. And then the next one will be the last chassis upgrade for 1.2 million. So we're only 700,000 away. So if we're lucky, we'll be able to get that in 2 race time. But our car is going to be pretty good with that upgrade. So we're going to be able to go into Indy next episode and pretty much destroy the field. I've heard and seen Indy being pretty easy, so I guess we'll see when we do the race. But for now, I guess that's where we'll wrap things up with this part. Big shout out to my Tier 3 Patreon supporters, Dave from our Channel 15, Kamikazegames, Billy Carey, and Golf Kill 100 for the support. Again, I appreciate what you guys do for my channel every single month. It always means a lot. Always goes a long way, so just thank you for what you guys do. It's always really cool. That'll do it for me. Next episode, like I said, will be at Indy. Maybe it'll be bonus race time with Indy and Pocono, because Pocono seems to be pretty easy. We do get a driver duel, which if it's at Martinsville, so I guess we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so potential bonus race time for that next episode, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. But for now, that'll do it for me. I will see you all next episode. See you all later. And as always, have a good day, everyone.